Hey guys, Angus here, and the Zone 2 test nobody's talking about. What is the Zone 2 test? It's the standard you should be able to do Zone 2 with. So what is Zone 2? So Zone 2, it's really just about your fat burn max. So what happens is, as you increase intensity, carbohydrates start to become the dominant fuel source. So you can test this with something like Calibre that I've done reviews on, which is really great, and that will give you a very accurate where your fat burn max is. You can also use Apple Watch, as Apple Watch uses a thing called the Calibre method. So if you find your Zone 2 on there when you're cycling and you see the little diagram of Zone 2, if you're cycling in that range, remember it's a heart rate range, you can also do the talk test. So if you can say 12 words consecutively without having to go, you're probably in Zone 2. You can also do nasal breathing in and out through your nose with not too much trouble. You're probably in Zone 2, but that also depends on how good you are at nose breathing. If you have a blocked sinuses, that can be an issue. So it's a very low intensity, a lot more lower than a lot of people think it is. I will, if I was on the phone to you, I would know, hey, are you exercising? I can hear, you're breathing a bit heavier, and that sort of thing. So you could use the Apple Watch and the talk test together. You could use your Calibre to find out where your fat burn max is. So as carbohydrates take over, fat goes up, and then before this crossing point where fats takes a nosedive and carbs go up, that zone before where you're burning the most amount of fat possible is called Zone 2. And it causes all these adaptations in the body to your mitochondria, makes them more effective at burning fat. It makes you faster at recovery. So Matt Fraser, the 5-time winner of CrossFit Games, did 40 minutes of Zone 2 every single day, even though his main sport is very high intensity because it helps with recovery. It's very low fatigue. You can do lots of it and you're looking for multiple minutes. But are you at the right standard? So generally a lot of Zone 2 is done on a bike. And on bikes, we measure a thing called watts. Watts is just your power output. So if you're on an indoor bike, it's perfect because your body weight is not the problem. So I like to use ideal body weight. So what you can do to find out your ideal body weight is take your height, multiply it by itself, and then multiply it by this number on screen just now, and that will give you your ideal body weight. You can also, somewhat rule of thumb, take your height in centimeters and just take away 100. Or you can just guess your ideal body weight. I would like to be this, and don't forget it's in kilos. So let's just say my ideal body weight is 80 kilos. So 80 kilos is my ideal body weight. I want to multiply that by 1.5, 1.5 times. So 80 kilos, add 40, we are 120. So my target should be 120. But that's not what I'm gonna cycle at. I'm gonna cycle at whatever my Zone 2 is. So gonna just have a little cycle, and I'm just gonna cycle, and it takes a little while. So you wanna do a 20-minute test of ramping up, then you're definitely in Zone 2 and you wanna count that last minute. So say I'm cycling away here, and it's the last 5 minutes are coming up, and I do my talk test. My Apple Watch is saying I'm in Zone 2, I've got my Calibre on, but my watts there is 90. Then I am not producing what my potential could be, which is 120, which means I really need to work on Zone 2. If I see 120, that's awesome. That means I'm in the right zone. And if I'm over that number, let's say I'm holding 170, and professional athletes will hold 200 watts in Zone 2, no problem at all. So if I'm seeing over that number, I'm doing well. So we could just categorize it as bad, good, and brilliant. So where do you stand? So don't forget, you're not looking to get that wattage. The watts will be whatever they are. So don't even look at that screen. Concentrate on more physiologically. Hey, I'm in Zone 2. My heart rate says I'm in Zone 2. That's all good. My Calibre says I'm in Zone 2. My talk test says I'm in Zone 2. What are the watts saying? Oh, they're saying I'm either bad, good, or brilliant. So that's my Zone 2 test. If you like more of these tests that you can do at home, subscribe to this channel because I've got a heap of these that are super beneficial. Anyway, Angus out, and I'll check you guys in another video.